All right. Well, by 2007, that's when you decided to go to Mecca?
Yeah, I went to Mecca twice. I think I went, that might be, was it 2006, 2007? Yeah, that was my first time. As being Muslim, that's one of the 5 pillars of Islam. You know, if you can afford it, you're supposed to go visit Mecca at least one time in your life. And that's something that I always wanted to do, so it was definitely a blessing to do it. And I know that was earlier. Like the first time I went back in 2009, I think, but the first time I went was earlier.
Right.
Because like I remember coming back and like everything was still full steam ahead.
Okay, so you come back from that, and then you start working on your second album, Free at Last.
Yeah. You mixing the times up, but yeah, like something like that. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, right around the same time. I may be a little bit off. Well, that album, wasn't it supposed to come out with G Unit?
You funny as shit. Vlad funny as shit. Yeah. The album Free at Last, like me and 50, we had a good rapport. We had a great relationship. Like in the beginning, we would do a lot of shows together because our first albums dropped around the same time. I remember when he dropped and his shit went crazy, he did all them numbers, he hit me, we was chopping it up. He like, yeah, you about to go crazy too. I know you about to sell like 1 million just like I did and all that, but it ain't work out like that. But, you know, it's still all love. So once he got super in position, he like, Free, whatever I could do to help you with your shit, I'm gonna do it, you know? So we came up with the idea of him and Jay executive producing the album together. So it would be like Roc-A-Fella, G Unit, you know, together, and like niggas like, you gonna sell 1 million records the first week and this shit is gonna be crazy and all that, you know, and it didn't work out like that, but you know, alhamdulillah, you know, it was definitely an experience, and you know, definitely got a lot of love for 50, you know, for, you know, trying to be in my corner, you know, and it's, you know, it's dope.
Okay, because 50 showed up on the song Take It to the Top.
Yeah.
So he's on the album.
Yeah, he's on the album. He on the album. I had 50 on Take It to the Top. I had Jay on, what's that joint? Roc-A-Fella Billionaires.
Billionaires, yeah.
Yeah, it was a layup.
Right. So why didn't the G Unit thing work out from your point of view?
I mean, at the end, when it was time when it was time to turn the album in and everything was done, I had a conversation with Jay, and Jay was like, we're not going in that direction. We don't need that. And I was like, that's how you feel? Cool, let's go. You know, and that's how it happened.
Okay, well, I know 50 a bit. You know, he doesn't take these types of news, you know, very well a lot of time. Was 50 upset after putting in the work and you know, expecting this to come out?
He definitely wanted it to happen, you know, like he definitely was disappointed about it, but you know, he like, man, it's whatever. Like, you know, he wished me the best, like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, sometimes shit work out, sometimes it don't work out. You know, I wasn't tripping. It was an amazing album. And I remember when the album came out, like I had chopped it up with Big Homie, and like the numbers wasn't as good as we expected to do, but it was a solid album. And he told me, he was like, Free, long as you continue to make good music and you make great albums, you're always gonna be able to make another album. And I've always been able to make another album. So, you know.
Well, that same album had Walk With Me, which had Jadakiss on the album.
Yep, Jadakiss.
On the song, I mean.
Yep.
So this is sort of like the full circle of from dissing Jadakiss to actually having a song with Jadakiss.
Yeah, no, I had a song with him before too. Jermaine Dupri had flew me to Atlanta to do the Hate in Your Blood. And that was like right after, like that's when things was like, Beans might still be a little mad at me for doing this joint. Like it was like things was almost cool, but like, you know what I'm saying? So we had that joint, like the Hate in Your Blood. I did the hook on that joint with JD and Jadakiss.